Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Datavault podcast, your home for everything Datavault related. I'm Neil Strange, the CEO of Datavault, a leading Datavault consultancy and implementer, and I'm joined today by Alex Higgs, our AutomateDV Product Manager, to discuss whether or not Datavolt's right for you. Hi, Alex.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
This is quite an interesting topic, and this is something I can personally talk about for several hours and bore you to tears on it. I'm sure I have. But I'm sure we've got plenty to say on the matter. Maybe just a quick introduction as to the key topics involved. So let me start by asking, if I want Datavault, you think about it. I'm an organisation. I want to build a new data platform because my existing platform is not fit for purpose. And with AI happening in the world today, you need a lot more capability in your data platform to drive results there. I've got plenty to choose from. I can go Medallion, I can go Mesh, I can go Data Lake, Delta Lake, whatever in there, and Datavault's in the mix there. What do you think the primary thing Datavault brings you that maybe the other methods don't?
I think the key thing is being able to rapidly iterate and introduce new capabilities faster than many of the other methods available out there.
Okay, so I think I'd agree with you there. I mean, it's like saying you're working in an agile way. Agile means business results. Yep. So you're going to the business and saying, right, we're going to be building this big platform. That's a technical activity. So IT is going to be working on this over time. But what do you want, business, in terms of your issues you have right now? So if they say, oh, we're having trouble with this, or maybe we're having trouble with some regulatory issue over here, or we're not performing very well in the business over there, can we give you information to help you manage that better? And by building a source of data for that, you're adding a bit of the jigsaw. So you're bringing in a small bit of data, putting it into the Datavault, pushing out data that's useful for end users, and then repeating and gradually, incrementally, like a jigsaw, building up the whole data warehouse over time. And I guess as you fill up the warehouse, at some point, the data's already going to be in there and you can reuse it for other use cases as well as you go. That's great, but the other methods do that. I mean, data lakes, I just add files and pop them in and build up over time. What else does Datavault offer in there? I think it's to do with the integration side, because we're transforming the data on load, not just loading it in its native form.
Exactly, yeah. So if you've got many different source systems, which if you're in the insurance industry, finance, that kind of thing, you're going to have lots of different...
Any industry nowadays.
Pretty much any
industry. Been
industry.
Around for a long time, yeah.
Yeah,
have this, yeah.
But historically, it's been finance, agriculture, that kind of thing, where there may be multiple different companies, health, for example. I digress. What you will get is needing to rapidly add new streams of data, which may have new attributes, may have different structures, but they should all have data about the same business processes. They are all for your business. So being able to passively integrate those and have them all in the same place, having that single source of truth is generally what you want.
Okay. I mean, example, case in point, a lot of insurance businesses we've dealt with, they have a few 6, 12, whatever number of different policy systems, claim systems in there. And even the simple question like is, how many policies do we have? How many active claims are they running? What lines of business are they attached to? It's quite difficult for them to assemble that information because they need to assemble multiple sources into one. I guess there's other leading points here because Datavault integrates with the semantic integration. Semantic integration meaning that we're integrating around concepts rather than technical points.
Yes.
Yeah. So a business concept could be customer or a product or an order or a purchase or something like that. That kind of semantic integration is kind of essential to feed AI and nowadays.
Absolutely.
Because AI is clever and it can work out what the data often is that it's being fed, but it doesn't really improves the results of AI if it's given clean data that means what it is, what it's labelled as.
Especially if it's specific to your organisation.
That's right. I mean, I've seen customers where, they have a customer table coming out, but there's actually prospects.
Yeah.
And then you have customers, people we're doing business with, and customers, people we used to do business with. They're mixing all that together and asking AI to find something out, and it's starting to overgeneralize and overlearn from these because they're behaving differently in many ways. Yeah, but they're all labeled customer in their source systems. But Datavault would say, these are different things. These are prospects. These are active customers and past customers. Okay, so you get that integration in there as well. Incremental build. What else would you suggest that as a driver for adopting Datavault over other things?
I think one of the key points is audit and data quality, and being able to manage your streams. So if you have different streams of data, you might have batch, you might have real-time data, all of those things, and they're coming from different systems. Those different systems might have different levels of quality attached to them. They might be run by different teams. They may not be consistent.
They're out of sync as well, aren't they?
They might all be out of sync. Datavault has patterns for dealing with that. And especially with things like AI, as we've mentioned, you're going to the better the data that comes in, the better data that goes out. The popular saying garbage in, garbage out. Datavault helps control that and put structure around it and make it consistent.
Okay, so so organisations that need all those good things really need to think about Datavault as a serious option for them. Another barrier that sometimes organisations come back on is, well, we don't have the skills to do this. We've got to teach people all this new stuff out there. I think I'd probably comment on that by saying, well, actually, the data engineering bit, a lot of it's automated, generated for you. So there's not much involved in terms of that. You're populating a tool, putting some metadata in and generating the basic load patterns out of that. The business rules element of Datavault is just the same as any other method out there. You're building special processing of rules in the mix. And then the only other thing I think in there is really the data modeling part, which I think is a much neglected skill in the industry, and I think is coming back anyway, whatever methods you use out there, because it's an important driver of data strategy and planning and governance to be able to model and map out your data.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't think there's any particular skills out there that are fairly unique, and it's a matter of learning the Datavault approach and applying the skills correctly. Anyway, what do you think as out there? I'd be happy to hear any comments that people have, and hopefully we'll get a debate going. Anyway, I think we're running out of time, so that's all for today. We've been Alex Higgs and Neil Strange of Datavault, and we've been talking about what to do, or if Datavault's right for you. Don't forget to check out the Datavault user group of regular meetups, and sign up for our meeting list to get a reminder of these meetups, and check out also our websites. If you have any topics you'd like to cover, then please do get in touch or leave a comment below. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.